recently watched a video from Zion's Diary. They're honestly a pretty cool creator. The title was it was like Sex is Life and Living is an Orgasm. And that just already resonated so much with me because I think that is truly how I look at life, as one big erotic experience. In the past, I've seen how during sexual experiences, I was running away from being present and also running away from anything that felt good, which, what's the point? Like, what is the point? But I was very much the pleaser, and for a lot of my life I was giving and not receiving, and there would be times where I find myself in positions to receive and I would hold back. And when I think about why, I do think it's because, one, I did not want to be in the present moment. I could not surrender to the present moment, and I think a part of me doesn't believe that I deserve true good feelings, like not the ones that I had to do so much work to receive, but just to receive the goodness that I am and the goodness in others. And I can trickle down why that is. Probably because, my parents were neglectful and kind of shunned me for being who I am in certain ways, but also didn't look enough into who I was. They really don't know nothing about me. They really don't. And that's okay. It's really okay because, I think I'm cool and I spend the most time with myself. So it doesn't really matter who doesn't think I'm cool or doesn't see the love inside of me or the greatness inside of me, because I do. It took a long time to realize that and come to this conclusion as young as I am. But wow, it's so freeing. Through a deeper understanding, do I understand that I can always ask for more, but at times I need to realize that I need to bask in the greatness that I am and the greatness that I've cultivated for myself and not look for more. I can always get more, I can always have more, but to sit in what I am right now and be present with who I am right now is like an orgasm, because you have to be present in whatever your life is right now. And through being present, do you climax? Do you feel the waves of the energy and the decompressing and just, I don't know, it's honestly hard to describe with words, and I know there's words out there that can describe this perfectly, but for a lack of words, it's really just a feeling, and if you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, eventually you will. I would just be lying if I didn't say I love life. And I truly haven't accomplished all of my dreams and desires, but I've started the journey, and that feels good. And the more present I am, the more I'll be able to expand my reach of what I allow myself to feel. Because at the end of the day, it's really just us. And it's not us versus us, but it's more like you looking at you. It's you looking at yourself. And if you can't see the greatness in yourself, no one can show you that in a way that you will be able to sustain. And I really think that's important, because you are the ruler of your life. You make all the decisions. You say yes and you say no, and that can change your life. It can change other people's lives, but never as much as it will change yours, because you're the director of the movie. You picked this character to this game, and that's just beautiful. While we're talking about sex and relating it to life, I want to talk about this Netflix series that I watched a few months ago, and it's called Sex, Love and Goop, I think. And basically they were doing a lot of experiments with like sex with their, like, I don't know, just watch it, it's pretty cool. And they had different ways of describing what you were sexually, which was like energetically. Damn, y'all, I'm sorry, I don't remember, it's been a while since I watched it. But what I'm trying to say is that there was one time where this teacher was trying to help this couple realize why their sexual experiences were not going the way they wanted it to. And they realized that the woman was more energetic. Like, you can like just hover and she'll feel that because she can feel the energy. And there was a moment where the teacher, you know, was doing her thing and she was like, "You're breaching." And she was like, "Breaching? Like, you're breaching." And her way of saying that she was breaching was by saying like she was holding onto something instead of breathing and letting go. One, I felt like I do that. But I feel like I've been doing that in my life, like, because again, this is a relation to sex and life. I feel like I in the past was breaching the goodness that I could receive because trauma probably, and yeah, just not really good experiences. And it was so crazy because when she told the woman that, she just immediately started crying. She was like, "Wow, I did not realize that I've been breaching this entire time." And it's so crazy when you allow yourself to have good experiences. It's like opening the doors. Like, it feels like you're opening a door, and when you look back, you're like, damn, this is how I used to be living my life. Like, damn. Yes, guys, that's all I really wanted to add it to what I just said. But yeah, don't breach. And if you find yourself breaching, stop. That's easier said than done, but just make note of it and figure out where it's really coming from, because there's a lot of answers and there's a lot of new discoveries within that knowing. Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video because I keep talking in different segments, but I also been realizing that, like, I have a relationship with everything. Listen to the birds. Right when I said listen, it stopped. But okay, I realized that I have a relationship with everything. I have a relationship with myself. I have a relationship with nature. I have a relationship with food. I have a relationship with pretty much everything. Like my journal, like literally everything. And what I've realized is that once you start realizing and taking note of what you actually care about and which relationships you want to be nurturing, you realize that everything really is a relationship. If you look at your journal and you're like, wow, I haven't journaled in a few months, but you love journaling, like maybe you want to start building that relationship with your journal. Maybe you want to start building that relationship with yourself. And from this perspective of that everything is a relationship, it makes you feel that this thing is worthy of your time, as if a person was worthy of your time. Nature, for example, I mean, I can talk about this. I talk about nature in like almost every video, because how can I not? Like, it is such a profound gift and tool. Like, and for a while I was scared to be in nature, to sit down and talk like I am right now, because every second I'm hearing something, I'm like looking around scared. And through that I realized that my relationship with nature was following through fear, kind of, and not feeling like I belonged. And that's crazy because I am nature. How do I not belong in nature and I'm nature? You know what I'm saying? But these are things that I had to realize. Only like make this type of conclusion about the things in our life as a relationship when they are bad. Like my relationship with weed, or yeah, when you have an eating disorder, now you're realizing that you have a relationship with food. But we've always had, and we can have healthy relationships with everything in our life. And through those healthy relationships, do we start having these erotic, energetic experiences with them. Like, the deeper you get, and think about this like as a regular person, the deeper you get with a person, especially if you're like sexually intimate with them, the deeper sex gets, the more open you are and the more comfortable you are, the better it is, right? So my relationship with meditation could definitely be better. It can. But through my experiences of meditating, have I gotten these crazy downloads and energetic responses? And it wouldn't never have happened if I just meditated once. It would never happen if I just meditated twice. I had to keep meditating. Like, I had to nurture this relationship that I have with this thing. And I think of things of relationships and energy, and that the energy of meditation, like, it's so pure. Like, even now I need to be more into meditating because I've been kind of falling off. But yeah, everything is kind of a relationship where you are the number one component, I guess, in a way. And like relationships with people, you can continue and nurture them, or you can neglect them or get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? And what we realize is stuff like nature and stuff like relationship with self, they're never going away. They're never going away. They're not going anywhere. So it's just like, why not look into it? Why not nurture this part of you? Because in a sense, it's part of you. And a lot of the things that we find ourselves in relationship with have always had this certain perspective. You have a different type of perspective with different types of people. What I've noticed is that when you change your perspective, so does the relationship. So I think it really all stems down to your subconscious beliefs. Because as I was saying earlier, like, I was breaching and I did not know why. And even before that, I was talking about how I would not allow myself the access to feel these good feelings because I felt like I didn't deserve that. And I consciously did not think that, but subconsciously my belief was lying right into that truth. And it's not the truth, but if you tell yourself that, it becomes the truth. That's where I'm at right now. I keep finding myself wanting to do less. And not in the way that I just don't want to do anything, but the things that I do want to do, I don't want it to be forceful. I want it to flow. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. And that's really it, y'all. Bye.